and Irving Golf Course is getting some upgrades.
We came together with a really good plan that we're excited about.
See some of the changes underway at Twin Wells and find out when it could reopen.
I had no idea what really goes on behind the scenes.
You don't really know everything until you know.
A new program gives Irving residents in-depth insight into what makes the city work. See what they are learning.
I think that we're really helping the environment by planting more trees to grow.
Irving students plant a tree they just received as a prize. We have what led to the honor. Plus, helping pets have a happy holiday season, a donation for the Family Advocacy Center, and more than $50 million in grants for DFW Airport. This is City Source. People are getting a behind-the-scenes look at what Irving employees do to serve residents. Hello and welcome to City Source. I'm Thomas Gandy. That story is coming up. But first, renovations are underway at an Irving amenity thousands of people have visited over the years. This is part of our ongoing series of reports, Investing in Our Future. On a close and even on a wider view, it is tough to tell what this was and what it will be. So let's clear it up.
We're at the city's Twin Wells Municipal Golf Course here, and there's a lot of renovations going on.
$5 million worth of work is now underway to update this course, which the city of Irving opened in 1988. A year before that, people turned out for a ceremonial first swing and groundbreaking. There was a lot of excitement back then.
It was a great course. And over the years, it had kind of deteriorated, and we still have a lot of those same individuals that were involved with it when we originally built it.
It's special because I was here when it opened in 1988.
Park operations manager Chuck Majors was just out of college when he helped with the opening of this course. Now he's part of the team responsible for renovations. Right now, a lot of the work is focusing on improving irrigation.
This is where the new transfer pump will be. It will actually transfer water from the river to an irrigation pond, and then the water from the pond will then be pumped through the irrigation system for the course. So we're actually watering the course with water from the river.
Crews dug out a lot of dirt to make way for that transfer pump and get access to the river, but the dirt will go back. So the point we are right now, this is all going to be underground.
And it gives you an idea of how massive the project is.
Old PVC pipe that had frequently broken over the years is being replaced with a high-density polyurethane pipe that is expected to flex with shifting soils.
What they're doing now is they're fusing irrigation pipe together.
That better pipe, combined with newer technology, is expected to make the irrigation more efficient. You can see it's quite a big project to get all of that pipe connected and buried. And it's not the only change.
This used to be hole number 10. This is going to be number 1 hole.
Some of the course is being reconfigured.
This will be the new number 4 hole. And the green is actually where this dirt pile is sitting here now.
We want certain things to be familiar, but we wanted to add a few little twists to it to make it new and exciting to them as well.
A few upgrades are planned for the clubhouse as well.
We're going to try to do some improvements inside, do a little paint work and some carpet work and things like that. But our number one focus right now is the golf course and getting that up to par. We want to take care of the big issue things first, and then we'll address what other needs as they come.
And the golfers that were using it before are going to really love this new redesigned layout.
For Chuck Majors, who has played this course over the years, he hopes the city's work will lead more people to discover the charm he always found here.
Once you get out on the course, you really feel like you're out in the country and you're by the river, and the sounds, you really don't hear the city sounds.
The updates could bring in more players and restore the enthusiasm for the course that golfers had when it debuted in 1988.
We want people in the Metroplex to look and see what Irving has done and be like, hey, they're doing something fantastic with their golf course. Let's go check it out.
My hope is that we'll be able to have a fine course that the surrounding communities will want to come and have tournaments at, as well as a place for our residents to play that they can be proud of.
Twin Wells could reopen in late 2018. Twin Wells is located in southeast Irving at 2000 East Shady Grove Road. Expect to hear about a lot of upcoming projects as well as the accomplishments of the past year at State of the City. It's a luncheon event this year set for January 16th at 11:30 a.m. Tickets start at $85 and are available through the Irving Chamber of Commerce. More than $50 million in federal grant money is coming to DFW Airport. We were there for the announcement and found out how the money will be used. If you've flown into DFW International Airport, chances are good you have landed on this runway.
So it's our main arrival runway. It's our busiest runway on the airport.
It's 17C. And while travelers may not pay close attention to a runway's features, the airport does.
After decades of use, it's time to rehabilitate it.
It is an expensive project, and the airport is getting some help paying for it.
Today we're here because the airport is receiving a grant of $52 million to rehabilitate one of its most heavily used runways.
And this is probably one of the largest grants we have received in many years.
The improvements will include a pavement sensor system to monitor weather impact, as well as new energy-efficient lighting closer to the terminals. The work will start next year.
We'll be able to actually complete it in about a 4 to 5 month period, which will therefore have very limited impact on the operations at the airport.
Reps from the FAA and North Texas members of Congress visited the airport to celebrate the grant and what they did to make it happen.
I am very pleased to be in a position to support the airport because it really is our economic engine.
If the airport is doing well, then that means that all of our districts are benefiting from it, then the entire region are benefited from it.
They see a return on investment as the airport propels economic growth.
And we can prove the need. You see, we're the fastest growing area in the country population-wise, and we're growing in corporate headquarters. They have to move people and goods around the world, and this is the airport that does it.
In recent years, the airport has invested billions in its terminal renewal project to update the oldest terminals and add amenities to make passengers more comfortable. Now, the focus is moving toward infrastructure. Some is now decades old. Along with runways, this huge airport has 133 bridges and nearly 1,300 lane miles of road. Some will need attention.
But when you think about how much money that we really need to upgrade our infrastructure the way we do, not just here at DFW, but around the country, we have to realize that this is important. We have to keep going.
We just want to make sure we get our fair share of that as it's allocated through the U.S. And that's where our North Texas congressional delegation plays such an important role.
And they are committed to continuing to work in D.C. to bring more money home.
And we have to continue to come up with different ways and be able to fight in Washington, D.C. for more funding for DFW, because I think that you're going to continue to see unprecedented growth here. I don't think that's going to stop anytime soon.
$52 million is really a drop in the bucket, but we're very pleased that DFW has been chosen.
The entire cost of that project is about $160 million. Catch up on any DFW Airport stories you may have missed on our playlist at youtube.com/The City of Irving. Now to a first-time program offered by the City of Irving that gave participants a rare, in-depth look at just about every department in the city. The Irving 360 Civic Academy attracted a lot of interest.
Well, normally our day starts at about 7 o'clock when we go out on ride.
Early on a Saturday morning, some Irving residents are at the Hunter Farrell landfill, learning about what happens to what we throw away. The brush grinding, the trash compacting, and more. They're also getting some hands-on experience throwing weighted bags in the back of a collection truck, simulating what employees do daily.
Now you imagine this, it's 1,000 pounds sometimes. 1,000 times.
It's amazing how heavy it was and doing that every day. I can't imagine that.
The residents check out the truck's cab and even hop on back.
So I can't imagine bumping and moving. I would probably fall off.
So kind of eye-opening for you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I've never been to a landfill before, so coming here, seeing them firsthand and see the work they are doing is really interesting.
They are all part of a first-time program offered by the city called the Irving 360 Civic Academy.
We wanted to get citizens involved. We wanted to get engaged. We wanted to let them know what we do here at the city.
And that blade starts moving forward.
This visit to the landfill is only one of 10 weekly experiences for the participants. It started here at the study with an introduction to city government.
There are so many things going on in the city right now.
And then it gets right into the range of duties employees have.
We collect and preserve the history of this city.
Short section like this.
On Public Safety Night, participants got ready to aim a fire hose.
I wasn't expecting to actually get to try out one of the fire hoses. Really cool to see what the firefighters deal with in a physical way.
It's been like a lot of information that I didn't know, the difference between like a fire truck and an engine.
The idea for Irving 360 came from a city employee.
And one of the big pushes that our city manager had was the innovation in the city. We wanted to come up with new ideas, new approaches, ways to deliver that positive and meaningful impact.
We're starting to tag hydrants now, GPS them.
At first, organizers were not sure how much interest there would be, but they were blown away by the response. Nearly 150 people applied. Organizers selected participants that reflect the diversity of the city, different backgrounds, different neighborhoods, both very new.
I'm kind of starting from zero.
And longtime residents are all part of this.
I've lived here over 20 years. I had no idea. Should I be admitting that?
But now you know.
But now I know, yes.
Don Cano.
Near the end of the 10-week program, leaders recognized participants at a city council meeting.
It's just been a wonderful experience to be able to come together with citizens from all over Irving and for all of us together learn about the inner workings of the city.
When it brushes on your side, where's that needle going?
They learned and experienced a lot, and now they can put it into use.
To have them engaged in what we do on a day in and day out basis, it makes them better consumers of our services, makes them much more educated, makes them little champions for us throughout the community.
I've already started going out there talking about the things that we have available to us as a city, and people go, wow, we do? I said, yes.
What's that program called?
It's our Kids Arts.
While the course comes to an end after this tour of the Irving Arts Center, their involvement does not have to. The program is geared to prepare them for a next step.
In the future, I want to be able to be a volunteer on one of the city council groups, and I believe that this type of training is going to get my foot in the door.
And I feel like after this program, I'll be able to go out and speak to different things that are going on in the city and become an ambassador.
I do go out into the community, and now this has armed me to be better informed so that I can better inform the community.
Over the 10 weeks, the range of equipment they have seen,
These are all fire hydrant parts here.
and the staggering stats they've learned can be a lot to think about.
In the summer, you can see demands all the way up to 70 million gallons per day.
But as they find out that there are people taking care of all of those services that many of them used to take for granted,
I stay busy with sewers.
they feel empowered by the knowledge they have gained.
I've always been proud to be an Irving citizen, but now I think I'm even more proud, and I can't wait to boast, and I can't wait to tell people different stories about things I learned.
A full view of city services in Irving 360. Organizers expect to offer the Irving 360 Civic Academy again next year. Look for updates on how to sign up on the city website. Irving leaders are waiting to hear which cities will be considered for Amazon's HQ2, the second headquarters for the massive company. Many cities are pursuing the project, and though different publications have come up with different results, an analysis by the Wall Street Journal put the DFW region at the top of the list of contenders.
Well, I think our opportunities are better than most, and we surely have a shot at it. I think the real challenge is, will they come to Texas? If they come to Texas, I think we've got a great shot at it.
Amazon expects to invest more than $5 billion in the construction of its second headquarters. It could lead to 50,000 jobs. Mayor Rick Stouffer says some people have asked him if the city is ready should Irving be selected.
You know, people talk about it as a huge undertaking, 50,000 jobs. How do you move that many people? How do you put something like that together? But we have 30,000 to 35,000 people that come in and out of our city every day just in Williams Square. We have 150,000 people that come in and out of our city every day to work citywide. So we're very capable of handling that. I don't want to sound overconfident, but I'm just saying we have the ability to deal with it.
Among the qualifications Amazon is looking for are access to mass transit and an international airport. Irving's Teen Court is marking its 25th year. We talked with participants and organizers to learn about the success. A judge, jury, counsel, and defendant. Must be a trial, right? This is actually Irving's Teen Court, and it's marking 25 years in Irving.
Teen Court's an accountability program. It gives kids an opportunity who may have made a mistake in the past, the opportunity to give back to the community.
You have been charged with theft.
The defendants in this courtroom are first-time offenders. They have already pleaded guilty or no contest and are here to get their punishment.
This here is a jury of your peers. These individuals will be deciding your punishment tonight based on the law and the evidence that they hear.
Crimes can include traffic offenses, fighting, possession of drug paraphernalia, and more.
As you will hear tonight, Caitlin was at Target on March 22nd and was caught stealing 4 battery-packed phone cases.
Students volunteer to serve as legal counsel.
She didn't need them, she just took them.
I wanted to be a lawyer, so I thought that this would be a good way to test out and see if I like the criminal justice system. They're able to see real cases and they're able to touch real lives.
The prosecution recommends 50 hours of community service.
The defendants will be sentenced to community service hours and also perhaps anger management class and writing an essay or letter of apology.
And it better be sincere.
Attorney Lavinia Sanchez volunteers by serving as a judge.
I think it takes a village to raise a child, and I want to be a person in that village to help and do it in a positive way, and I feel the teen court program helps me do that. Let me break it down for you.
She offers her legal experience.
If you want to see what happens to people, just take a trip down to Dallas County.
And a tough dose of reality for all of the defendants.
And if friends are going to ask you to jeopardize your livelihood, you don't need them.
Teen Court is a program proving successful in Irving.
We are proud to say 90% of the teens that come through the program aren't back.
And my hope is that they learn through their mistakes and that they really see the grace of this program, that it is not on their record.
So what did you take?
I took a shirt and a couple shirts.
The defendants can get a clean start, and those students volunteering to serve in the attorney roles will get valuable experience as well.
Many times they think they want to do this for a living whenever they grow up. They want to be an attorney. And so they're able to come in and they have to think on their feet. They have to build these cases.
Speaking skills for sure, just speaking in front of even the judge and, like I said, all the people around me. It's intimidating, but it works well.
I want to be a journalist, but that actually happened because of my interest in teen court.
Along with the students, the program also depends upon adult volunteers.
I really hope that more adults get involved and that teens can really grow and give back.
And I've had several students or teenagers after their proceeding come back to me and thank me.
But it's about more than gratitude. People involved in Irving's Teen Court hope that they are setting defendants on a better path, one that will keep them out of court in the future.
So if you make better decisions, you'll end up with a better life. Our impact is a positive impact, and it does make a difference in their life.
Registration to volunteer with Irving's Teen Court is available online. Again, both adults and young people are needed. Visit cityofirving.org/427. This next story is a lot of fun, and there are some important lessons to go with it. Each year, the city recognizes a school in the Irving School District for recycling the most paper per student. We stopped by the winning campus for the celebration.
Today we're planting a tree with T.J. Lee Elementary School. The kids recycled the most paper last year.
Almost 50,000 pounds of paper and cardboard, which comes out to about 64 pounds of paper per student.
Whenever there's like a bottle or paper that we need to throw away, instead of throwing it in the trash can and letting it be wasted, we throw it in the recycle bin and let it be reused.
So they're awarded with getting to help us plant an Arbor Day tree.
It was hard at first, but it's getting easier. It's kind of fun. It's very fun, and it's like being a construction worker.
I think that we're really helping the environment by planting more trees to grow.
We are reading and learning about recycling, conserving things that are going to make our world better.
What have y'all been learning about trees in class?
We've been learning how photosynthesis works.
Rich soils is what make trees grow larger.
If thunder hits it, it may fall easier if it's a weak tree. The roots take in nutrients and water to help the trees grow. They produce oxygen for us, and they produce clean, and they give us shade, go tall, we can climb on them.
So we had the tree planting, and now this is part 2 of the celebration. Why'd you want to be involved with this?
This is the 9th year for the Arbor Day celebration at our local schools. I've been involved every year, and this is very important to me. Also, this is my alma mater. This is the way the proclamation reads. And when we get our children involved within our city in recycling and other projects, it makes better leaders in the future.
It is fascinating to see them enjoying and being part of something that is going to stay in our school forever.
I like being able to plant them and being able to see how they turn out. I really do think trees are good.
We're looking at any way that we can to improve the environment, and we're starting off with the children.
I think it's very important, and it's good to see they start this young.
This is what I call teamwork.
Hopefully they keep this pride about keeping their environment, their school, their home environmentally friendly as they go into middle school, go into high school, and go into their adult lives.
We appreciate immensely the fact that the city brought the trees and that the students are having fun, and we will continue recycling.
Thank you.
Always good to talk with the kids, and that program is part of Irving's participation in the Tree City USA initiative. The Irving Police Department's next Coffee with a Cop event is set for Saturday, December 16th at Starbucks, 7979 North MacArthur Boulevard. It's a chance to build relationships with police and get questions answered in a casual environment. Coffee with a Cop runs from 7:30 until 10:30 a.m. on the 16th. Irving's Family Advocacy Center is the beneficiary of a big donation from Verizon. We were at the check presentation to find out how the money will be used.
Today we're out here to present the Irving Family Advocacy Center and Irving Police Department with a check for $35,000. Verizon has this program called Hope Line by Verizon, and the whole purpose of the program is domestic violence awareness and prevention.
One of the areas where we struggle to really provide the kind of service that we need to is with our teens, especially our at-risk teens. And so working with Verizon with this $35,000 grant, we're going to be able to put together a program that really addresses at-risk teens. They tend to venture off into high-risk behaviors. With these prevention strategies that we'll work with, we'll be able to give them communication skills, we'll be able to help them develop problem-solving skills, we'll be able to give them conflict resolution skills, and this will help them navigate life a lot better than they would without this.
And we're very proud to be a part of that effort.
Today we're celebrating the great partnership that we have with Verizon. They're a great community partner, and they're focused on not only themselves being successful in their business, but the success of the communities that they reside in as well.
It's really heartwarming to know that we're able to help people in not just a community, but in our community. So Verizon's office here in Irving, we have about 4,000 individuals at our campus, and to know that we're giving funds to help students in our community to be better citizens, it's pretty awesome.
And watching that, maybe that donation inspired your generosity. Irving's Animal Care Campus has a way to help dogs and cats in need this holiday season. It's called the Comfort and Joy Drive, and this tree at the Animal Care Campus is the focal point. In the coming days, people will be filling up that space under the tree with donations of large blankets, canned dog and cat food, as well as pet toys. All of those items are enjoyed by animals as they wait for someone to come adopt them.
Just grab a tag, go shopping, find some stuff that you think your own pets would like, share the love with the pets in the shelter, and stop on by to drop it off. Or for those people that don't have time to stop by the shelter, we also have an Amazon wish list, so you can even click from home and we'll send you a thank you later on. And of course, monetary donations are also accepted. The Comfort and Joy Drive runs through December 31st. And that leads right into our Pets of the Week. Here's JP Zavala at the Animal Care Campus.
We're at the Animal Care Campus with Michael Whiteside. And Michael, this beautiful calm cat is?
This is Sadie. She is about 8 months old, and she came into the shelter with a really badly broken leg, as well as some open wounds. And so she got treated. It was about $1,000. You can see she's got this brace that's actually screwed into her leg to kind of help heal up the bones. So she's been in recovery for about 2 months. She's got about 1 more month to go, and then she'll be ready to go home. But she's one of the sweetest cats I've ever met.
Yeah, she has a beautiful set of eyes.
Oh, yeah, she's gorgeous. The eyes will get you every time for sure. But right now she's purring pretty good. She loves to just be held. They hold her up behind the desk quite often, so she's really used to being kind of the cuddly cat.
All right, Michael, and this happy guy is Dodger, right?
That's correct. Yeah, he's a 1-year-old, so he's still got a lot of puppy in him. He's a Border Collie mix, so he's super smart, sometimes a little too smart for his own good. He likes to put his paw on you and tell you when he wants your attention. He likes to stand a little bit.
Like he lives giving hugs too.
He does know quite a few commands, but he does like to jump up on you and show you that he's happy to see you. He is going to need just a little bit of training, but Border Collies are so smart anyway, it's not going to take long for somebody to really incorporate him into their household.
And he's such a beautiful dog too, like the coat and just fur so soft. Like he's a great buddy.
Definitely, because typically most Border Collies you don't really see this brindle coloring in, but he's just such a handsome guy. I mean, the fantastic ears and that face. I mean, you can't help but love him.
All right, Michael, and this handsome guy.
This is Joker. He is about 1.5 years old. He's an Australian Shepherd mix. and probably mixed with something else because he's pretty tall, so we're not quite sure though. But he's brand new to us, but he's like really friendly and just kind of a big old baby. He just wants to kind of be next to you, as you can see.
He seems to be super friendly, and just his, the color and his face, with the black spot. It's a beautiful dog.
Yeah, he's definitely pretty neat coloring on here. I mean, he's definitely gonna be a great family pet that will just be somebody that'll kind of keep their attention and just a big lug and wants to just be hang out with you and just have a good time.
If someone wanted a great pet like Joker, there's a big promotion going on for the holidays, right?
Yeah, right before the week before Christmas, the 19th through the 23rd, all that week, Tuesday through Saturday. All of the animals here in the Irving Animal Care Campus are going to be available for $15 to adopt that entire week. And so we're hoping that we can, find homes for all of our pets as a Christmas gift for them and, for the families that give them a home.
And there he is sitting on my lap. Good old Joker. Joke's on me, right, Joker? All right. Thank you, Michael. And back to you, Thomas.
All right, JP, and a good special there too, thanks. The Animal Care Campus is located at 4140 Valley View Lane. It is open Tuesday through Friday from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. Then on Saturday, the hours are 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. Also, check out the websites you see on your screen. City Source is back on December 24th with a one-hour special, the best of 2017. We will count down the biggest stories of the year and we'll revisit some of your favorite features from the year. So expect to see some cute dogs, hot cars, and much more. That's next time on a one-hour special edition of City Source. Don't forget you can email us your thoughts on our stories. The address is ictn@cityofirving.org. We may read some of your messages here on the show, or you can always comment on our videos at youtube.com/thecityofirving. And how about subscribing to our channel while you're there? And that's it for this edition of City Source. Let's switch up the music to a holiday jam as we leave you now with the holiday lights display in Centennial Park. Thanks to everyone who was a part of this one, and thank you for watching. Have a happy holiday season, and we'll see you next time.